fun and the honor of playing Loteria, right? Because we ain't got no money. But we will be really excited to get us started. We're just gonna play a couple more songs just to get us really in there. You know what I mean? So let's take it up to another powerful song from the folks from the Dominican Republic, Oro Sólido.
La única banda que toca hasta las 15 de la mañana, Oro Sólido. Yes, hasta las 15. Me gusta mi verte en tanga, yo quiero tenerte en tanga, qué linda te ves en tanga, póntelo otra vez en tanga. Me gusta mi verte en tanga, yo quiero tenerte en tanga, qué linda te ves en tanga, póntelo otra vez. Al mambo, al mambo. Indio, suéltala, que la fecha puya. Me gusta mi verte en tanga, yo quiero tenerte en tanga, qué linda te ves en tanga, póntelo otra vez. Qué linda tanga, que tú te ves tanga, cuando te pones tanga, qué rico es tanga, si es en la playa, tanga, pues en la casa, tanga, esa tanguita, tanga, a mí me mata. Tanga, me gusta mi verte en tanga.
Oh, y'all are so beautiful. Let's see if how many people shared their screen. Y'all, we want to see your faces. It has been a long day, I know, for a lot of us. But we are so happy that you guys are here. And I'm so excited to play Loteria with y'all. I'm not going to be here that long, but I am going to pass it over to my girl. But her screen is off, so I don't know if my girl's ready for me. Is my girl ready? Maria?
I think Luisa's up.
It's
Okay.
Luisa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm here.
Well, I'm going to pass it over to Luisa, our esteemed director of Latinx engagement. She has been doing the most work, y'all, and it's been an honor to work with her. So, Luisa, take it away.
Lo mismo. Well, hello, everyone. Gracias por estar aquí con nosotros. I know that we are also live on Reverend Warnock's account. So please do put questions in those comment boxes. We will be checking Facebook. Pon tus preguntas ahí en la cuenta de Reverend Warnock, que estamos aquí para contestar todas tus preguntas que puedas tener sobre votación y el proceso de votar. My name is Luisa Cardona, and I am the Director of Latinx Engagement for Reverend Warnock. And we are so excited to be here with you tonight and to be here with such an incredible team from the Democratic Party of Voter Protection. I got to tell you guys, I have worked with this team before, and they are some of the most incredible lawyers you have ever met, who are working 24/7 to make sure every single vote in Georgia is counted. And if we need to count them once or twice or 3 times, we are there every single time. So let's keep counting these votes. Let's keep winning. Es un orgullo estar aquí con ustedes de nuevo. Y es tan importante, ¿cierto? Es tan importante el voto latino. Mira, los latinos representamos el 5% de la población que es elegible para votar aquí en Georgia. Desafortunadamente, no todos de esos 5% están registrados para votar, pero un gran porcentaje sí. Pero necesitamos más, ¿cierto? Necesitamos más y necesitamos que todos los 255,000 personas latinos que están registrados para votar en este momento, que salgan y que voten. Voten, mi gente, por favor. ¿Cuándo tienen que votar? Tienen que votar ahorita mismo. Bueno, ya van a ser las 7. Antes de las 7 pueden llegar, ir a votar, pero tienen hasta el 31 para votar temprano. Caja local tiene diferentes horarios. Nosotros les podemos ayudar a informarles exactamente dónde tienen que ir a votar. Y enero 5 es la elección. January 5th is election day, everyone. Por favor, no solo voten, sino que voten por la persona que va a ser mejor para nuestra comunidad. I think you guys know who I support potentially, el pastor Rafael Warnock. Es la mejor persona, el mejor candidato ahorita para nuestra comunidad latina porque él nos apoya. Él apoya y entiende a nuestros negocios pequeños que estamos empezando y abriendo más rápido que cualquier otro grupo en este estado. Él también apoya a nuestros dreamers, apoya la dignidad del inmigrante, apoya al trabajador, el sueldo mínimo. Él quiere nuestra comunidad y está escuchando. Yo he salido con él a varios eventos y he estado ahí con él cuando él está escuchando lo que le están diciendo a la comunidad latina. Y no es solo con un político que él te está escuchando y no procesando, porque después las conversaciones que tenemos, después como tú ves las acciones de él cambia, él quiere a nuestra comunidad y quiere ser el mejor representante para nosotros. But I also want to kick it off. I know a lot of you, if you are potentially on here, you might have questions or you might just be amazingly politically involved. But guess what? We need your amigos, your tías, your tíos, your primos, everyone who dice, ay, eso no es para mí. Well, we got you here and we want you to be our voice to them, right? And so I want to kick it over to my amazing deputy, who is Marta. Marta, she is the Deputy of Latinx Engagement, and she is going to walk you guys through how to use this really cool application that once you use it, you can start texting all your amigos from your contacts on your phone. Toda la gente que vive en Georgia will pull up. You can start texting and say, hey, ¿cuál es tu plan de votar? What's your plan to vote? So we got some action steps in here in addition to being here to answer your questions. Pero muchas gracias por estar con nosotros de nuevo, Marta. I'm going to start your presentation, but I'm going to kick it over to you.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Jenny. Thank you, everyone, for being here tonight. My name is Marta Ravello, and I am part of the campaign here with the Warnock, going for that Latino vote. So we're going to start because we're all about taking action steps.
Yeah.
So,
Jenny, can you make me co-host again?
So as we're waiting for Luisa to pull out that presentation, we want to continue to advocate phone banking. We have so many types of action steps. We have a voter protection hotline as well. And we're going to be talking about that too. But we want to show you this really cool app that we're going to be starting. And it's all about texting your friends, texting family members and different people that you want to let them know and advocate for our campaign. So,
sorry, it was the wrong screen. 1 second, everybody. But yes, if you want to walk them through what Outvote is, as I'm figuring this part out.
Okay. Well, Outvote is an app that you have to download on the Apple Store. And in that app, basically, once you download it, we're going to give you a code, a campaign code in which, there you go. So you download the Outvote app from the Apple Store and you create an account.
Oops, I'm so sorry.
It's okay, I will continue. And so once you have downloaded the app, you create an account. And I think Ben and Maria might are you going to put it in the chat, Maria? You got me? Yes. So we're going to have a code for you, and it's right here, 032341. That's the Warnock for Georgia campaign code. Basically what that says is that you're going to be into our system and you're going to be targeting directly with our campaign. Once you complete these action steps, it will be easy for you to target, to search for your friends that are already in your contact list, and also filter it according to the demographics. And I'll show you that in the next slide.
There we go.
Okay, so once you have the app, and once you enter the code, you will be seeing this beautiful screen all the way to your left. And all you do is you go down to the little magnifying glass that you see and you press start. And then all the contacts that you have on your phone will show up. And you're going to see all kinds of stuff. So you're going to see, if you look at the third screen, the third little picture right there, you can see where those are all the contacts that are going to be scrolling down, and then you can filter them to find who is Democrat out of your contact list, which is interesting because you're going to see all types of stuff.
Yeah.
And I
Pero
saw.
no se vayan a pelear con nadie, ¿cierto?
Yeah, don't be.
Sigan amigos, sigan amigos.
You're gonna see a tia does not have the total Democrat. Oh, well, we don't got to go there. But yes, so you go and you filter it to make sure that you have Democrat because that's who we're targeting. But if they don't have anything, you can still send them a message. But let's keep it consistent with the Democrats. And then once you press that, you click on that contact that you want to send that message. And then the last little picture shows exactly what the message will look like. So it's automatic. This is really cool. All you have to do is like press send and it will automatically send. But you can personalize it. So if it's one of your friends that you saw yesterday, you can say, hey, I saw you yesterday, nice seeing you. And then you can send that whole little paragraph script that we have ready for you. Again, if the person doesn't have Democrat by their name, it's still okay to send a message, especially if you know they're likely to be Dems or independents. So those are my tips. It's a really cool app. We're going to be doing some training on it as well, starting next week. And so we hope that you join us. I'm so excited to have everyone on board. And yeah, so thank you so much. And I will kick it back to Luisa.
Yeah, and if you guys have absolutely any questions, not just about Outvote, but maybe you just have some questions about the policy of the Warnock campaign, I definitely encourage you to visit our website, Warnock for Georgia, y también para mis amigos que hablan español, Warnock for Georgia. Y tiene backslash ES y allá te aparece toda la página en español para que puedan aprender más por qué apoyamos el pastor, por qué la comunidad latina lo debe apoyar y por qué tenemos el poder, pero tenemos que exigir este poder saliendo a votar. So now I am going to kick it over. Jenny, are you going to play a little bit more music for us? I think Ginny is in the midst of meditation, talking to her friends about Outvote. So I am going to kick it over to Maria, who is going to do our amazing game. And please, everyone, do put your questions in the chat. We will start responding to them right away. Muchas gracias, Maria. Over to you.
Hey everyone, so if you're on Facebook, check out the comment section because I've dropped the link there. I'm gonna give an overview of how to get your Loteria cards and how we're gonna play the game. So basically the very first thing you need to do is go on this link and screenshot the playing card that you wanna play with. And so, scroll through, there's like about 13 different options. Choose the one that you want. And you're going to go ahead and look. So I have it here on my phone. So here's the link, right? And you're going to go through and choose whichever one it is you want. And you can flip through if you're on an iPhone. And after you screenshot it, save it as a picture because you're going to mark it off manually on your phone. So you do need a smartphone. If you're doing this on a desktop or if you're viewing this on a desktop, you can also essentially screenshot it there. Or if you have another mechanism that you just want to keep up with what cards have been passed, do that. So I'm going to give y'all some seconds to do that. And then I'm going to share my screen and go through the decks. We're going to have 5 rounds. And in between each round, there's going to be, we're going to share some more information for you. So I'm going to try to make this as fun as I can. Don't judge me because I made this Loteria myself. And this is definitely not for commercial use. So do not use this for commercial use. I cannot guarantee that you will not be flagged for non-commercial use. Anyways, so perfect. Look, Marta's got this on screen already. Give me a thumbs up for the folks that I can see. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and get started with the first deck. So I'm going to share my screen and we're going to go through. I'm so excited. I'm also nervous because I have never done this on Facebook Live. And so let's present. Okay, share. And this is where you beautiful. So y'all can see my screen, right? Okay, let's get started.
Beautiful. You did a phenomenal.
Right. Well, y'all can hire me maybe. Okay, so let's get started. So the first card is El Cacahuate. El Cacahuate. Homegrown in Georgia. We love them. We eat them all the time. So if you have El Cacahuate, go ahead and mark. Oh, I didn't give the instructions on how to win. So for this, let's do a line. So if you have a diagonal line across, you're gonna say loteria. Or if you have a line horizontal, right from left to right in one of the rows, then you can win loteria. Or if you have it vertically, from top to bottom, so 4 of the cards lined up on any one of the columns, then you win loteria. And so we're going to be monitoring the chat. I'll have our folks here monitoring the chat to see who won, and we'll give y'all a shout out. So we'll be checking that out. Okay, everyone good? A thumbs up.
Maria, these are great.
So we pick any of the cards we want. We just pick one by sliding.
Yes. So the playing card, the link that I sent you, let me stop sharing because now you know Cacahuate is on there. It's fine because the next deck, you're not going to win that easily. So yeah, so you screenshot your playing card. Okay. And then I'm going to call out the Loteria cards in a random order that I pre-shuffled before starting this. And so if you get 4 in a row, whether it's diagonally across from left top to bottom right, or from bottom right to left top right, little across, or if you have it horizontally across or vertically down, then you win Loteria. And please drop in the Facebook comments, Loteria. And I know, like no one should be winning this, by the way, like within the first 6, 7 cards. But that's how it works. It's bingo. It's Mexican bingo. And we have made this especially for DPG, especially for Warnock, especially for this night. So, you know, awesome. Hit me up later if you want to contract me.
I did get a question sent to me that if we can break for a second from our awesome game to ask, can people bring their translator to the polls in the whole state? Do they need an affidavit or just bring the person without any paperwork? I think this is a question for our amazing Vote Pro team.
Jamil, you want to kick us off and then I can follow after you? All right, so in Georgia, that's a great question, and we're gonna basically in between each round of Loteria, we're gonna go into some more details about all the voting rights that you have as an individual voter in Georgia, especially including if you are a new citizen or don't speak English. But this is a great question because this law recently changed in Georgia. So everyone in the state has the right to bring someone with you to translate what the ballot says in your polling place. As long as that person is not your boss, as long as they're not a union official, and as long as they're not a candidate on the ballot. So you're allowed to do this. If a poll worker gives you problems about this, you can call the voter protection hotline at 888-730-5816. We'll definitely help you out. Entonces todos los votantes de Georgia tienen el derecho de llevar a alguien a la casilla de votación con ellos para traducir lo que dice la boleta. Y es una ley que recién cambió en Georgia, pero siempre que la persona no sea su empleador, un oficial de un sindicato o un candidato en la boleta, tú tienes el derecho de llevarles a la casilla para decir, ok, aquí dice vota por Rafael Warnock y aquí vota por John Ossoff. Entonces, si tiene problemas, si el trabajador ahí en el centro de votación dice que no puede tener a esa persona con usted, puede llamarnos a la línea de protección al votante al 888-730-5816. Y ahí están en el chat. Gracias, Jamil.
And I will also put it on our Facebook live chat. Maria, back to you.
Okay, just making sure. That was super important information, so I'm glad we covered that first. All right, is everyone ready? Do I need to repeat the instructions? 1, you choose a playing card. 2, you screenshot it. 3, you get something to mark it with. And then 4, you just wait and listen for the cards I call out to see if you're going to get a line diagonally across, horizontally across, or from top to bottom. Y'all good? Okay, so sharing my screen again. And yeah, I'm super excited. Here we go. Okay, so I will present. And okay, so the first card is El Cacahuate. El Cacahuate, as you know, the last president from Georgia. It's not going to be the last for sure. You know, grew up on a peanut farm. So El Cacahuate is vitally important. Ed Reverend. I do not have the copyrights to this. This is a beautiful design, by the way, for the Warnock campaign. And so Ed Reverend, if you have Ed Reverend somewhere on your playing card, mark him now. El voto por correo. Have you sent yours back yet? You know, it's probably a little, you know, it's probably time. Actually, like, let's do that right now. Go ahead and do that. El voto por correo.
When is the last day? ¿Cuándo es el último día que lo debo meter en el correo?
That's a great question, Ben. Do you want to let us know?
I'm going to let my esteemed colleague, Jamil Favors Esquire, answer this one.
Can you please repeat the question?
So when do I need to put in my mail-in ballot? So I have it here. I'm thinking about it, pero I'm not sure when I need to put it in. I'm going to leave it till after Christmas, maybe after New Year's.
Can I say that you should have put it, you need to put it in like yesterday? But seriously, we want you to take that ballot right now, and you're going to either put it into a drop box. If you're going to use a drop box, make sure you use a drop box that's in the county in which you are registered to vote. If you're not going to use a drop box, we want you to put it in the mail right now, because it must be received by your county's registrar's office by the night of election evening. So we don't want you to, you know, wait until the last minute. We'd love for you to either use the drop box, because that's going to be there and close at 7 p.m. on election day. Or if you do have to use the mail because you don't have access to the drop box, let's put it in there right now. And if at all else fails, when you have the opportunity, go early vote. And you can early vote between now and December 31st. So we have your back. And again, you're going to say this number so many times. Call us at 888-730-5816.
Gracias. Y para mis amigos en español, de los que acabo de decir el abogado, es que, mire, si tienen esa boletica, métanla a hoy mismo en el correo, ¿ok? Hoy mismo. Es importante que esté inmediatamente ahí, o hasta mejor que lo lleven directamente a una caja electoral en su condado. Si está visitando a su primo en el condado, yo no sé qué, no, tienes que ser el condado donde tú vives, así que acuérdate, pero déjalo ya. Y de nuevo, el número para preguntas en cualquier idioma es 8887-305816. María. Back to you. Let's win
Okay,
this game.
great. So, wonderful information. I'm glad we shared it. And as a bonus, if you have this on your playing card, you are one step closer to winning. So let's go ahead and go to the next card. La boleta anticipada. Is that it? My face is covered in it. Hold on. La boleta provisional. La boleta provisional. Okay.
¿Y qué es eso, María? ¿Qué es la boleta provisional? What is that?
This is actually, I'm not an attorney, so I don't know if you want to pass it over to our expert.
I'm also not an attorney. I just want to make that clear. I don't want to be an imposter.
Yeah, I'm not. But like y'all, provisional ballots in Georgia, we have fought long and hard to make sure that these are counted. We cannot take them for granted. So if on election day you have, actually, we're not waiting till election day, but if for some reason you do, and they tell you to vote provisionally, you know, make sure you at least get your vote in and it is counted, right? And so la boleta provisional es súper importante que lo cuenten. Hemos peleado muchísimo para poder tener los derechos, que la verdad cuenten estas boletas que no siempre decían. And I'll pass over to Jamil. I'm sure Jamil can teach us a lot more about provisional ballots.
No, actually, you gave all the important facts, and thank you so much. One of the things that I do want to add is we want to make sure that you know you have the right to actually ask for a provisional ballot. Let's say, Maria, you go to the polls on election day, and for some reason they say, oh, you're not on the voter roll. Or let's say for some reason you left your ID or something of that nature. You know, and don't leave the polling place and you say, hey, I have a right to have a provisional ballot. Now, what does a provisional ballot mean? That means that you have a ballot that's going to have to be cured. So when is the cure process? Your ballot must be cured by 4 p.m. on Friday after the election day. So that's 4 p.m. on Friday, January 6th, 7th, January 8th. So how do you cure your provisional ballots? There are going to be many methods. There's going to be some provisional ballots that are self-curing and you won't have to do a thing. There could be other provisional ballots where maybe you have to bring in your identification. Whatever you need to do, we can help you out. So if you do vote a provisional ballot and you have some questions, as soon as you vote that provisional ballot, because it's your right, make sure you call us at the hotline at 888-730-5816. I know I sound like a radio, but I'm going to keep saying that number to make sure you know we're here for you.
Absolutamente. Y para mis amigos en español, entonces, ¿qué es la boleta provisional? Digamos que ustedes llegaron a su lugar de votación y le están diciendo que no está apareciendo en el sistema. Usted tiene el derecho a demandar una boleta provisional. Esta boleta provisional la pueden contar, pero solo si usted llama y ajusta el problema de por qué. Y de pronto dijeron, no, necesito un bill para que tú demuestres dónde vives. Ok, cuando muestras ese bill, ahí mismo ya le van a contar la boleta. Pero si esto le pasa a usted, si usted llegó a ese lugar y no ha podido votar, lo que le recomendamos de nuevo, lo que le recomienda aquí el abogado es vuelva a llamar a ese número 888-730-5816. Pero lo que deben recordar es que si usted llega al lugar de elección, usted siempre tiene el derecho de votar de una manera u otra, así que no se vaya sin votar, sea normal o provisional, y siempre llamar el número 888-730-5816. María, kicking it to you again.
Thank you so much. So this is a powerful card, as y'all can see. It's a powerful playing card because we don't play when it comes to our vote. So let's go on. La votación anticipada. La votación anticipada is going on right now, y'all, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Gwinnett County is having it Saturday and Sunday. And I hear there's, I don't know, Banda Limon playing in that area. Who knows? Actually, I know. Please go out and make sure you go and check it out. La votación anticipada. Anyone got bingo yet? Okay, good. Lotería. La granja de maní. Y'all, let's not forget, Georgia is the number one agricultural state, right? We have been feeding this country for a long time, and these times have not slowed us down at all. La granja de maní.
Absolutely. And on that note, I want to make a pitch for our amazing Reverend Warnock. United Farm Workers of America just released their endorsement for him. He knows how important our agricultural businesses, how important our farm workers are, and how important our Latino communities who are out there every day working those crops are. So putting my pitch in there.
Yes, I love it. El durazno azul, because y'all, duraznos are azul now. We are blue. We are officially blue. Let's get used to this color because we're going to be this color for a long, long time. El 5 de enero. El 5 de enero es el último día para votar. It's the last day to vote. Sometimes we call it election day, but y'all, every day is election day right now. Let's make sure we're going out and voting. El 5 de enero, though, is the absolutely last day. Los cuates del Senado. Hey, who's ready to see these cuates in the Senate de Georgia? Los cuates del Senado. You know, as a mother of cuates myself, I gave birth once to 2 kids at once. It was great. And they're great cuates, but these cuates really excite me, and they put in the work that mine don't. And they're going to get to work in the Senate, y'all. Like, I'm so excited.
Maria, I think Marta got loteria.
What? Marta! Shout out to Marta. Oh my gosh. What? Loteria. What? And Marta, so, what is your, we'll make sure we give you a huge shout out. Wonderful. Yeah. So our first round winner, Marta. Yes. Okay.
So, this is like my first official time playing it like this. I've never done it.
And guess who put you across the finish line? Los cuates del Senado.
Hey.
Just like January 5th, this is gonna get us across the finish line. and win this loteria. So I'll stop sharing and pass it off because I know we have some information. I know this was a really exciting round, so I can't wait to do the second one with y'all.
And for anyone in our audience who was watching, and if you got loteria, please do let us know. We might have some cool little treats in here for you from the Reverend Warnock campaign and from Latinos for Warnock. So please do shoot us an email. All right. I believe I am kicking it over to you, Ben.
That's right, Jamil. Should we go over maybe some tips for how to vote by mail for people who maybe still have their absentee ballots with them or who are waiting to get them in the mail? Do you want to tee us off with some advice on that?
Absolutely. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty hard to follow up from Louisa and Maria, but I guess we can try, Ben. I guess we can try. Okay, so it's one fact that I really want to make sure everybody know. Your absentee ballot must be received by the county by 7 p.m. on January 5th, not postmarked. That is a myth. That is something that people say that it's not true. It must be received. So that means, we don't want to send it in on January 5th, January 4th, or any time before that. What we would prefer for you to do is take your absentee ballot to an absentee ballot drop box. And if you want to know where those are, you can go to georgiaballotdropbox.org, and we'll make sure that link is placed. We'll make sure that link is placed in the chat. And not just any drop box. If you're registered to vote in DeKalb County, that means you have to use a drop box in DeKalb County. And so if you have any other questions, again, you can call the hotline. But when you're voting by mail, three things we want you to remember. One, it must be received by 7 p.m. on January 5th. Two, if you're going to vote in a drop box, make sure you use a drop box into the county in which you're registered. And three, never forget, you can call the hotline if you have any questions at 888-730-5816.
Entonces, votar por correo es una de las tres maneras que puedes votar en Georgia. Las otras maneras son votar por adelantado en persona, o sea, durante el early voting que está pasando ahorita en Georgia. También puedes ir el día de las elecciones, que es el 5 de enero, pero ahorita estamos hablando de votar por correo. Mira, estamos viendo demoras un poco largas en el correo por las fiestas y también la cantidad de correo que se está mandando ahora. Entonces, lo importante es que si tú no has recibido tu boleta de voto por correo ya en el correo, la verdad que recomendamos que vaya para votar en persona durante el periodo de votación anticipada. Si no te ha llegado tu boleta todavía, tienes el derecho de ir a cualquier centro de votación anticipada en tu condado y pedir al oficial electoral que trabaja en ese lugar que le permita votar en persona en ese momento. Y solamente va a tener que firmar un formulario que dice que quiere cancelar tu boleta de voto por correo y ya votar en ese momento. Pero si tiene a mano tu boleta de voto por correo y todavía no lo has mandado de vuelta, la verdad que recomendamos que no esperes, que no la pongas en el correo, sino que la deposites en un buzón electoral en tu condado. Esos buzones son muy seguros, tienen videos vigilándolos 24 horas al día para que nadie quita tu voto del buzón. Entonces solamente tienen que ir allá para depositar tu boleta ahí. Por lo general están fuera de las oficinas de elecciones en tu condado. Lo importante es que la tiene que depositar ahí antes del 7 de la noche del 5 de enero, que es el día de las elecciones. Entonces no espere, vaya ya para que pueda olvidar de esta elección, festejar con las fiestas y ya saber que tu voto es seguro. Pero si tiene cualquier pregunta sobre la votación por correo, llámenos a la línea directa de protección al votante, que es el 888-730-5816. Gracias. Y María.
That was great. I'm so excited. I hope you've gotten to see some of these cards. I don't know if my favorite ones aren't gonna come up quite yet, but maybe we'll see. So let me share my screen again, and we'll go into the second deck. Great, so let's present.
Can we pick a different loteria card, full card?
A different what? Yes. Yeah. So now's a great time. And let's pause. And I'll let y'all pick a second card. Feel free to go ahead and do that. So you can go.
So you guys can.
Yeah, please. And while we're picking a second card, so go ahead, go back into the link. It's in the comments, screenshot your card, and Ben is gonna answer a question that just popped up.
Yeah, so I just got this great question from Rosa. Do we need to postmark our ballots if we drop them off in the ballot drop box? And the answer is no. If you're putting it directly into the drop box, that's actually not going to go through the postal system at all. So if you put it in the drop box, that essentially has already arrived at the county elections office, and you don't need to think about the actual process of it getting there. La pregunta fue si se tenía que poner estampillas si se está depositando la boleta en un buzón electoral, y la respuesta es no. O sea, no tiene nada que ver con el correo postal, solamente está entregando la boleta en el buzón a la oficina de elecciones de tu condado. Entonces, no hace falta que pongas ninguna estampilla ni nada.
Y Ben, preguntita. I have a question. Porque what if I just want to make extra sure? Where do I look to make sure it really got in there?
Yeah, Jamil, you got it. I see you coming up, Jeff.
That's a great question, Louise, because it's 2020, and I think we all want to double and triple check everything. So there are two places that you can do that. You can go to your My Voter page, which is mvp.sos.ga.gov. And when you get to that page, it's going to prompt you for your first initial, your last name, your date of birth, and the county in which you're registered in. And once you click there and you get into your My Voter page, there's going to be a section that allows you to check your absentee ballot. And there you'll see when your absentee ballot was sent, and you'll also be able to see when your absentee ballot was received. An easier way would be to go to ballottracks.org, and that is also a way for you to check your ballot. And we're going to make sure that we're going to make sure that we put both of those links into the chat. Again, two different ways, two ways to make a call. We want to make sure you have every resource possible.
Entonces, como mi compañero Jamil acaba de decir, si quieres verificar el estado de tu boleta de voto por correo, puedes ir tienes dos opciones. Puedes ir al sitio mvp.sos.ga.gov, que es el My Voter page, o mi página de votante, que es una herramienta del gobierno de Georgia que tiene toda la información de tu récord de votante ahí en la base de datos del gobierno de Georgia. Ahí en ese sitio entra tu información y va a ver en la página qué tal queda tu boleta de voto por correo. Va a decir si fue aceptada, si fue recibida, y si hay algún problema nos puede llamar a la línea de protección al votante. También te puedes inscribir en ballottracks.net, que es ballottracks.net, que es otra opción, es una organización no gubernamental que da seguimiento a tu boleta, entonces puedes ver en exactamente qué estado el proceso queda. Entonces tienes esas dos opciones para asegurar que tu voto sí se haya recibido y contado. Y pusimos los links en el chat, ojalá que en Facebook también.
Maria.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Great. And for those of you asking if you can print these out, sure. Again, these are not available for commercial use. I do not take any liability. I'm not an attorney, and I definitely was not one when I was making this on Canva. So with that said, I'm going to share my screen, and I hope you have your lucky card because we're about to go into the second deck. And I'm really excited because at the top are some that I really love. And so let's go ahead and get this started.
Can y'all hear Maria with the music?
I can speak up a little bit louder too. You want to go ahead and put some music in the background?
Hey, bonito sabanero!
Hey, so first up, remember, it's 4 to make a line, horizontally, vertically, diagonally, however it is that comes across. So a 2020 burrito sabanero is the Democratic burrito. So to begin, some good luck. Make sure you mark this on your card. A canvasser, believe it or not, there's canvassers out there being socially distant, being very, very responsible, but they're in the field nonetheless, making sure that you know that we are in the Senate runoffs. La firma, we've talked about this, it's uber important. I don't know if y'all want to add commentary here, but la firma on your absentee ballot is extremely important. I don't know if we want to go into how important that is, but I know this was something that I had to face the last time I voted absentee.
Ooh, tell us more.
Well, turns out my signature did not look like my signature, according to folks who don't know what my signature looks
Mira
like.
pues.
And so that's I won't be too scandalous. I'll pass it off though to Jamil. Jamil can explain why sometimes we're flagged for our signature. But unfortunately, this was the case in a lot of Latinx homes.
Huh.
So you don't have to be too scandalous because in all honesty, it's a fact. So the way that this happens is that, you know, your signature is matched from what you have on your absentee ballot to what the county has, and that may be from your license. And I don't know about you, but my driver's license I got at 16. I am now 31. My signature is a little different in the last 14 years. Jesus, I don't know how to add the last 15 years. So if what we're asking,
that's why I went to law school.
If we're asking, that's why, like, you know, if you sign a particular way, you know, let's not try to reinvent the wheel with your signature. But also, this is one of those places where there may be something where you have to cure. This is also one of those places where if you get a signature, your ballot has been rejected because of the signature. Here's where we'll be able to help you by calling the hotline as well.
Great. So we have support for your firma, la firma. Make sure that you do as much as you can, and make sure you call us as well. El voto por correo. Again, if anyone has this, you know, I see some excited faces on my end. Let us know in the comments, y'all. Let us know in the comments how you're doing with your loteria.
No,
if Marta wins again, if Marta wins again, it's because you're not commenting fast enough, y'all. Hey, Bernie, bro. Hey, this is a tribute. This is a tribute to our Latinx director, Michelle Sanchez. I hope she's watching this, because this is for her specifically. And Bernie, bro. Bernie bros are out here. We are united as a party. We're united to make sure that Warnock wins, that Ossoff wins, that Daniel Blackman wins, because we've had so many wins, and we're going to have many, many more, y'all. Ooh, el tóxico, Dios mío. We all know about tóxicos in our lives. And bueno, pues, el tóxico did not win the last election. And so if you have that on your card, mark it, you know, mark it with the enthusiasm that you have because of the win that we had in this last election. Los primos demócratas, hey, you know your primos demócratas are the fun side of the family, right?
Yes.
And so, but make sure the other side of the family knows why you're voting for Warnock, for Ossoff, for Daniel Blackman, because, you know, we have to pull in our family. So reach out to 3 primos today, whether they're adopted primos, you chose them, or you didn't choose them. But I'm sure they're going to appreciate you reminding them to go vote.
The Outvote app.
Oh, Ben doesn't have any primos demócratas.
Hey, y'all can adopt me as a prima demócrata. I accept chosen family. Las Posadas to the polls. It's Posada time, y'all. We started Las Posadas December 16th, and we need to make sure we take our cultura to the polls, take Posadas, take whatever it is that you need. Make sure that this is the place where our cultura is showing up. We need to make it our space, because it always has been. And so let's make sure that we're going out to vote.
Maria, una preguntita, little question here. Porque,
yes.
You know, I want a posada to the polls. I don't want to go in person porque COVID, ¿cierto? Mm-hmm. Pero I requested my absentee ballot y nada que me llega yo aquí esperando. What am I supposed to do? ¿Qué hago si no me ha llegado mi boleto?
Go ahead and go in. You know, tomorrow, a lot of places, right, are checking your county, the places near you, and go ahead and go in and vote early, because it's super important. I don't think we can let chance, decide whether or not our voices are going to be heard, because our voices are very important and they have not been heard in our policymakers for the last several years. And that's exactly what we've been seeing with COVID-19, right? And so do not wait for something to come in the mail, because this election is going to happen either way, right? And it needs to happen with us right there at the forefront, casting our ballots, making sure that our elected officials represent us.
Absolutamente. Pero let's say my abuelita, you know, she just can't go. She can't, right? Because of COVID. Jamil, Ben, is there something that the voter protection hotline me puede ayudar con mi abuelita who can't go and is waiting for her absentee ballot?
So let me just to make sure someone can't go into the polls and they're waiting to get their absentee ballot. Yeah. There I've seen some things. So let's say we're in the last 2 weeks. You aren't able to go in. You haven't received your absentee ballot. So what can we do? You can call us at the hotline, and what we can do is we can call the county online with you and see if we can get an absentee ballot expedited to you from the actual county. So what usually happens is that in a lot of counties, these absentee ballots come from third parties that are out of state. So of course it takes a little bit of time. But if for some reason you can't leave the house, you need someone, you need for that absentee ballot to come to you, call us at the hotline and we'll see what we can do. The earlier you call, the better. Remember, just call us at 888-730-5816. And Louisa, I got a question in the chat that do you mind if I go ahead and answer that one?
Por favor.
So I got a question in the chat that says, okay, so could you clarify on the signature matching process? Like, what is the signature being matched against? So the signatures is going to be matched against your voter registration application is one option. The signature that's on your DMV file, that's another option. And if you applied for your absentee ballot via paper, you had to sign, there was a signature on your absentee ballot request. And then another individual chatted me and asked, what happens if my ballot is rejected? Earlier today, I talked about the cure period. Georgia law requires counties to reach out to voters whose signatures are rejected to allow them an opportunity to fix their signature by providing an ID or filling out an affidavit no later than that Friday at 4 p.m. that I spoke about, which we call the provisional cure period.
Got it. Gracias, abogado.
Quiero decir un par de palabras porque esta es una pregunta que nos llega casi cada día en la línea de protección al votante, que se me olvidó decir al principio que ofrece ayuda en 7 idiomas, entre ellos inglés y español. A veces hay mucha confusión con los nombres hispanos porque cuando las personas tienen dobles apellidos o que tienen como diferentes, o sea, muchas palabras en sus nombres, pero cuando firmen, sí, o sea, imagínate que tú tienes el nombre Oscar Gutiérrez Ramírez, pero tú firmas normalmente como Oscar Gutiérrez o Oscar G. Debes firmar tu boleta de manera normal, o sea, no hay para qué preocuparte y cambiar, o sea, no es el momento de inventar una nueva firma en el momento de firmar tu boleta de voto por correo. Lo importante es que pongas la misma firma que sueles usar en formularios oficiales, como tu licencia de manejar, como tu licencia para registrarte para votar, o si como Jamil dijo, si solicitaste una boleta de voto por correo con el papel, el formulario en papel, debes poner la misma firma. Entonces, no hay para qué preocuparte, pero sí nos puede llamar a la línea directa al 888-730-5816 si tiene preguntas sobre cómo firmar tu boleta de voto por correo.
Okay, that is so much great information, and I'm in awe because a lot of these questions are so difficult to answer, and I know our folks really appreciate it and need it. So make sure y'all are calling into this hotline. All right, so let's go to the next one. So La Granja de Maní. So we have again a peanut farm, La Granja de Maní. Anyone got loteria yet? Okay. Good, I shuffled them well. El Cacahuate, again, as a proud product of our agricultural state. Hey, Los Cuates del Senado again put us over the finish line in the last round with Marta, who has gotten loteria yet? Not this time? El Durazno Azul. Our blue peach, y'all. We're living this every day. El 5 de enero, el último día para votar. Let's not forget, el 5 de enero is the last day to go vote. It's not the day we're going to go vote. it's the last day, right? It's not our preference. Our preference is early voting. If you haven't already voted, absentee. El texto de hustle. A lot of our fam is doing this right now, making sure we're reaching out. We're hustling folks through text. Have you gotten your text messages reminding you to go vote? El texto de hustle. Anyone got loteria yet? Okay. And Asaf, one of our future senators. Remember, Georgia is in a double runoff. We're living in historical times, and Ed Asaf is going to be one of our senators. Ed Reverend. We are so excited to have Ed Reverend, who's been doing the work for years and years and years to make sure our vote is treated as sacred as it truly is. La boleta provisional. Oh, is that loteria? What? We have loteria.
Bravo, Georgia.
Hey. Yes. So the second winner, and I can barely see because I'm sharing my screen, but let me stop sharing. Jordan has won loteria. Jordan, how does it feel to win loteria for the second round? It feels almost as good as voting. That's how good it feels. I'll pass it off to our pause, and then we'll come back with our third deck.
So I think we may have to do our third deck at home with our familias because we are approaching the hour. Pero de nuevo, if anyone has absolutely any questions, cualquier pregunta sobre votación, please feel free to reach out to our teams. Y por favor, Jamil, hit me up with that number.
888-730-5816.
Este número, mi gente, y pueden llamar en cualquier idioma, como les dije, son abogados que los están atendiendo. A veces la gente dice, ¿y qué? ¿Me van a cobrar como todos los abogados? Estos no. Pueden llamar, es completamente gratis en varios idiomas, así que si tiene cualquier pregunta, una situación que le pase el día de la elección, por favor, llámenos que aquí estamos y no se les olvide que el pastor está ahí para nuestra gente y nosotros tenemos el poder, así que por favor, vote mi gente, vote y no solo ustedes, pero díganle a todos los que ustedes conocen, un extraño ahí caminando por la calle en la carnicería, ¿qué amigo ya ha votado? Preguntémosle a todos los que están ahí porque nuestro voto es sagrado y tenemos que exigirlo. Ben, anything else?
My Zoom is very frozen, so
okay.
I'm just gonna let Jamil take it out.
No, I just want to say thank you all. This is an amazing event. Yes, just really look, we're here to help you out. Look, I'm like, you said I'm an attorney, but it's even hard for me. Like half the stuff I don't even understand. I only remember it because I have it written down behind this computer. Trust me, I don't really know it that well. But seriously, it's hard for me. It's hard for everyone. But as a community, when we come together and we let each other know the resources that we have, we can help each other out. Make sure our vote counts. So 888-730-5816. You can always call us and we'll be there to help you.
Bueno, muchas gracias. Gracias al Partido Demócrata, gracias a nuestros amigos en la línea de protección al votante y gracias a todos ustedes por estar aquí con nosotros, pero no se les olvide que nosotros no nos vamos, nos pueden seguir haciendo preguntas en cualquier momento. Aquí estamos para estar con ustedes y hagamos esto junto, mi gente, porque tenemos el poder. Muchas gracias y que tengan unas buenas noches.
Good night.
Musiquita en la casa.